Ever since the Enlightenment, we have often been told religion has been on a slow but certain death spiral. Throughout the 19th and most of the 20th centuries, this vague sense of the loss of the importance of religion and the transformation from a medieval society in which church authorities held significant political power solidified into a hard scholarly idea called the secularization thesis. According to this theory, the rise of rational ways of thinking, including but not limited to scientific thinking, inevitably drives religion to the margins of communal importance, or even banishes it altogether. For much of the 20th century, religion was seen to be on the run, and even today, it is something that many feel is slightly backwards and not fit for polite company. It turns out there's a problem with the secularization thesis. It is not true. While over time, the traditional institutions that we normally identify with religion in America, such as Catholic churches and Jewish synagogues, have declined in membership and power, religion never went away. Much, in fact, depends on how you define religion. When defined expansively, it turns out that religion not only persists in our culture, but is in fact integral to it. A large percentage of Americans of all ages say that spirituality and God are important to their lives. Evangelical churches have exploded, and religion continues to play an important role in our political discourse, especially regarding hot-button issues such as abortion and gay marriage. Jewish and Christian stories, images, and ideas continue to pervade our art and culture. And of course, Timothy McVeigh's bombing of the government building in 1995 and the events of 9/11 and its continuing aftermath have put the issue of religion and violence squarely at the center of our public discourse. Religion remains deeply important and relevant for understanding the past, the present, and our future. My name is Michael Satlow, and I am a professor of religious studies and Judaic studies at Brown University. This course is meant to guide you through the basics of the three major religious traditions in the United States: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. We will begin by exploring the very nature of the term religion. How do scholars define and study it? What is a religion or tradition, and its relationship to those who say that they practice it? We will then discuss each tradition with particular emphasis on four dimensions. First, history. What is the origin and historical trajectory of each religion? How did each religion's history influence its development? Here we will also look at some of the many different sects that emerged within each religion and the issues that led to their formation. Second, scripture. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are all known for their emphasis on sacred texts. When did these texts arise? And according to scholars and practitioners, who wrote them and why? What languages do they use? What do they say? Much of the reading you will do in this class focuses on these texts and goes far beyond the Bible and Quran. Third, beliefs. When we think of religion, we often think of belief. We will examine the core beliefs, or more frequently concepts, of each religion. Here we will discover a wide diversity of beliefs, even within each particular tradition, that will allow you to see these traditions in a new light. And fourth, rituals. Whether or not belief or ritual is the true heart of religion, a debate both ancient and modern that we will explore, ritual practice is the most visible sign of a community of faith. What are the core rituals of each tradition, and how do they relate, or not, to belief? Among the questions that we will explore are: what differentiates a Catholic from a Protestant, a Shiite from a Sunni, a Hasidic Jew from a conservative one? What is actually in the Bible and Quran? And how do later texts such as the Talmud, the Hadith, and the writings of the Church Fathers relate to them? Who are the authorities within each religion, and what is the basis for that authority? How do these religions think differently about issues such as law, politics, sexuality, and life after death? What does it mean to keep kosher or celebrate baptism? How does dress play a role in religious identity? Why do Muslims pray 5 times a day, and what do they say? What are some religious symbols that retain their importance in our supposedly secular culture? We will also begin to think seriously about the similarities and differences between these traditions. You will emerge from this class with increased religious literacy, a new way to look at religion in our society, and a deeper understanding of the right questions to ask when encountering religion in the future. The journey through religion is a fascinating one, with many twists and turns, and I look forward to taking it with you in this class.